Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy with me right now. What do you think of all this, Senator, how it all sorts out?
Well, Neil, hopefully it sorts out that we continue this prosperity. And a lot of folks watch your show, but a lot of folks don't. And they don't because they're working. And they're working and they're getting more money because of an economy which is improving. So I hope it works out so that this prosperity we've been seeing since Trump took office continues.
We've urged their bosses to put me on in their respective offices, so I'll keep you updated on that, Senator.
I prefer to have you in the airport, by the way. Can you get into the airport?
Right away, right away. You know, though, Senator, one of the things that was interesting and inherent in the president's comments of this idea, go ahead, you want to toss this boom goodbye, try to have me go goodbye. It wasn't so blunt, but what do you know? Do you think whatever happens with the House, and whether it switches Democratic, it's a given the Democrats try to get impeachment going, and that it would imperil this rally and this economy?
Clearly, if Democrats take the House, it's going to be Maxine Waters leading the charge, all impeach all the time. And the stuff that we've been able to accomplish with the Republican Congress, which is deregulation, which is lowering taxes, other things to improve this economy, finally having growth 3 to 4% as opposed to under Obama, that's imperiled. I think that is the stake at this election.
So when the president makes the argument here, he seems to be accepting that we get past the trade thing and that whatever concerns are about that, apart from all the drama, Michael Cohen and Paul Manafort, that will all work out. Are you confident in that?
Well, clearly we are in, our country has to decide. Are we going to continue, speaking of Congress, because the president is signing the law of that which Congress put together, we've got to decide whether or not we're going to continue that Republican Congress or not. And I think that is the choice between elections. In this election, that's the choice between continued prosperity or being mired in kind of going after the president.
So what is the mood on Capitol Hill right now? I mean, the Senate obviously looks pretty good to keep your majority. The House is anyone's guess. But are you surprised, and I raise this with members of both parties, sir, when I have them here, the surprise, particularly among your Republican colleagues, that at least in polls, and they could be wildly wrong, you're not getting more bang for the economic buck, not more of a response for the clear improvement in the economy. I think Democrats in their heart of hearts would agree things have picked up considerable steam. Certainly the markets have. But you're not seeing it at the polls.
I'm not sure that if you look at generic budget, generic polls, the generic polls show that the gap is 4%. I saw most recently on Real Clear Politics between Democrats and Republicans. At 4%, it actually looks as if Republicans can hold their majority. In the Senate, you can't help but notice that every Senate race is tightening where formerly Democrats had a big advantage. Hopefully that goes down from the Senate to the House races. I do think this economy is valued by the American people. I'm hoping that's what they're thinking of when they walk into the voting booth.
You know, we were discussing a little earlier, Senator, the success of capitalism, if you think about it, and what's been going on in the markets, and now the longest bull market in American history, and yet socialism is on the rise. It just seems weird.
The more people know about socialism, they see clear examples, the more they don't like it. Venezuela is not a one-off. Venezuela is the logical end of socialism. But it's only by obscuring that do people who pronounce socialism actually sort of promote it. What we need is for folks to think about it. Do I want to be like Venezuela, or do I want the economy we have in the United States? If they really think through that, they choose the United States. But the people on the left want to confuse that issue.
All right. Very good seeing you, Senator. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Neil.